And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 2 of Intalksication. I am your host, Fat Doug. With me, as always, our producer, Lunchbox, and the strongest man at a Best Buy with his tart ass, Jimmy H. How you doing, Jimmy?
I don't work at Best Buy.
Yeah, but you're the strongest man in a Best Buy any given day.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Any given day, strongest man ever. Like fucking 60-inch. We got it. So what are you drinking on there, Jimmy?
Today we have Line Kugels again, but this time it's a berry shandy. And Fat Doug over there wants me to tell you guys what I like about it. And I like the berryness and the shandiness, and it also has, it's brewed with honey and blackberry juice. It's delicious.
Yeah, so how's it compared to the summer shandy from last week?
Nowhere fucking close.
That's reasonable. So if you had to give it the same scale, rating out of 10, what are you giving it?
Probably like a 6.
Okay. Drinkable, but not the best.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
All right, and as always, Fat Doug is in the trailer drinking on some trailer beer. Shouts out to the Beast, Milwaukee's best ice. Again, 6-pack tall boys, $4.99.
You're an embarrassment.
Yeah, I know. My mom tells me that constantly.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Right in the fucking mic, bro. We're trying to work on that.
I know, I'm really sorry. We made eye contact and I froze.
He panicked. He had a belch. I get it. Like some animals, they freeze in the headlights. He just belches. I get it.
I promise it won't happen again.
God damn it, Lunchbox. Great lengths to make sure no belching happened on the microphone. Lunchbox shuts it the fuck down. Disrespectful, to say the least. Regain composure, Lunchbox.
Trying. All right, I'm good.
Right, sorry, so let's take it back, guys. All right,
I'm good.
Piece of shit.
All right,
good.
So, Lunchbox, what are you drinking on?
I got me some Colt 45.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Good
always.
Stuff.
Always good.
Came with some racist undertones, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that on the podcast, but never buy your Colt 45 from a rural area full of white people.
Ever
again. Fuck you, old man.
So what we're going to do is we're going to launch into one of my favorite things is we're going to talk about some of the trending shit that's happening in the world, and I want to know if you're here for it, Jimmy.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, so Lunchbox, hit us with what we might be here for.
God damn it,
all right. Are you here for the fact that Rihanna may be bringing back skinny eyebrows?
Yes, I'm here for anything Rihanna does.
I'm absolutely not here for it. Have you seen? Have you seen?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm here for Rihanna. Oh, here we go. Yeah, fuck it. I'm here.
You didn't. It's not even a question.
Didn't need to see much.
Didn't even need to see much.
The one thing I will say that if there's any like strike against Rihanna, it's that she already has a big ass forehead. So reducing those eyebrows, not.
Yeah, there's a lot of space there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of navigation. I'm not here for it because they look drawn on. You have real eyebrows. That's why
all eyebrows are drawn on now, Doug. Get over it.
No, it's not. It's not true at all.
It's kind of true. Even if you have real eyebrows.
There's a lot of girls I meet, dude, that look like they draw.
Yeah, and they look terrible.
Yeah, they do.
So that's why I'm not here for it, because it makes you look bad. But it looks like you try to stencil on an expression.
Look, okay, Rihanna can do it. Everyone else stay out of it. Like shaving your head. Like shaving one side of your head. Rihanna can do it.
Stop it.
Everyone else.
Well, Rihanna can do whatever she wants. Exactly. And I'll work for it, you know what I mean?
That.
I had to do it.
You punning son of a bitch.
If Lunchbox can just burp into the microphone, I can pun whenever I want to.
Burp.
Anyway, so I think we can go, again, to agree to disagree. You're here for it.
Absolutely.
And I think it looks fucking stupid. There's a weird Etch-a-Sketch.
No. I forgot what I was doing.
Although I could only be here for it because it's Rihanna at the moment. I'm sure if I see it on anyone else, I'm going to be like, whoa, wow, terrible.
I don't think it's never really a good look because that was something I thought that died off in the early 2000s.
Everything died off. It all comes back. History repeats itself. You know this.
Bad history, but I mean, either way, if you want to look like some, weird blind person, try to give you more expressive undertones for your fucking shitty eyebrows, go for it. It looks terrible.
That was a long and convoluted explanation right there.
I give a fuck less. Anyway, what else are we here for, Lunchbox?
Maybe.
Are you guys here for the changing sex trends, including poly relationships and gifting? These, the lifestyle got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
While there's always sexy new trends, It appears that several old trends are coming back, according to Lilo, a sex company.
Hey, Lunchbox.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off.
Fuck off.
And I'm going to cut you off because I'm going to have to do this for you. I put the tagline of the one part of the article I wanted you to read, and it was the idea that the growing trend that we're going to be here for when it comes to sex is the growth of sex dolls.
There's I hadn't got there yet.
But we don't need to.
You didn't let me fucking get there.
I just wanted you to read that one part of the article.
You gave me an article to read it, and I was trying to read it.
I was trying to highlight the one, and it didn't do what I asked it to do.
Right,
So
how about this, Doug? Why don't you summarize it?
Okay, yeah. So let's summarize it real quickly. The growing trend right now is sex dolls for men, like full-fledged, all the way through sex dolls, and it's growing. It's like the number 3 trend in sex right now is having men that just decided they no longer want to deal with trying to be better men, and they just order a doll and they fuck it and they don't even care.
I mean, if you're asking me if I'm here for it, I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not here for it.
I'm not going to go get one. But overall, I'm here for it overall.
Would you sample it? Would you sample it?
I feel like that's a slippery slope.
Like, not one of them shitty, like $79 Spencer's blow-up dolls. Like, if you got, someone sent you, like, it's a magical gift, in a sense, like an $8,900 sex doll.
Oh, you have to, then.
Would you try it out?
Well,
only because it's a gift.
Well, if it's a gift, then you have to try out of respect. Plus, not to mention anything over like $1,000. If you give it to me, I'm going to try it out. It doesn't matter what it is. That was a lot of money for you to spend on me, so it doesn't matter. So yeah,
I mean, I'm here for it for like weirdos and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
People who are going to do like some really odd shit in the sack, and you're like, I don't know if a girl's going to be okay with that, so I just want to try it out on this Barbie doll.
I mean, if you want to be lonely the rest of your life and just get a sex doll and live with that, then love it, then who am I to judge?
My only judgment comes from what's it smell like at that point. Like, how well can you clean something of that nature?
You just
can you shower it? Is it dishwasher safe? Like, what do you do?
What if it pulls apart? And you just
do you just pull it apart and just put it in the washing machine?
I feel like you do.
I feel like you just take it out back with all your shame. You put on a raincoat and you hose it down.
I don't know. I feel like if it's actually a good doll, you can't take it apart. I feel like it's all one thing. I think that's got to be the high end ones. Maybe they're self cleaning.
That would be interesting.
That would be worth $8,900.
Actually, maybe $94.
Right. Who knows?
Yeah, we're
not to mention, if I heard at one point they were making like smaller sex dolls, and that could we could sell those to like pedophiles. That it'll keep them from molesting people, and then we can arrest them. We can point them all out and arrest them all.
I didn't want to go this route. I didn't want to go this route at all. I'm not going to advocate you building a pint-sized sex doll.
I'm not advocating it. I'm advocating arresting pedophiles.
In a very backwoodsy way, dude. You backdoored into arresting pedophiles. You asked to create a whole... Ideas. Shut the fuck up. You asked to create a whole market to trap pedophiles.
No, it's already a whole market. You can look it up. It's already a market.
You know what, dude? You swayed me on the adult ones. The kid ones,
we're here for the adult.
We're here for the adult ones. If you want to tie up a doll that can't talk back, I hear you.
Yeah.
Outside of that, please donate yourself to the police. Just get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just, buy responsibly.
Okay, so now that we realize we're here for grown-up sex dolls, Lunchbox, what else? What else might we be here for?
GQ saying men need to have handbags.
Mm-hmm. GQ's latest fashion trend says that one of the things that is going to be trending in 2019 is men are now going to not use backpacks, not use fanny packs, satchels, full-blown purses. And they call them, handbags. They want you to use a full-fledged purse. It's a new trending fashion thing that GQ says is good. That's what I read the first article. Read it again.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong with what you read.
Oh, you're saying you're not here for it.
I'm saying they're wrong in their opinion.
Yeah, he shook his head.
Dicks.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
What the fuck, dude? Enlighten us.
Carry first.
I'm not saying I'm going to carry one, but if you want to carry one, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, but to say that it is a marquee part of an outfit for a male in 2019. I don't think it's a marquee thing. If you want to do it. But to say that it's fashionable and it looks good on you, no, I don't think it does at all. I think it looks ridiculous.
I mean, first of all, GQ probably panders to a market that's higher than ours. We're in a trailer right now. We can afford a product.
We always got to preface this. We do our podcast in a trailer.
Right. Therefore, higher fashion is always weird as shit, and they're always going to have weird things. So if a guy wants to carry a handbag that's a purse, I mean, go for it.
I just don't find it trendy. I think it looks weird.
Well, also, it comes off more as an opinion. Like 2019, this is going to be the year of handbags, and they're kind of like
they do a lot of that. With
setting that up right now. So maybe it won't even turn into a thing. But if you're a man, you want to carry a handbag, I don't care. Maybe they're super convenient, and we just don't realize it.
Yeah, but a backpack has everything in it and way more space.
Yeah, you never know.
Just go with a backpack.
I don't know. You look like a
I'd rather you have a fanny pack than a fucking Dolce & Gabbana handbag.
Hey, maybe we'll have a Dolce & Gabbana backpack one day. Who knows?
I mean, they exist, but we just can't afford them. We're in a trailer again.
Maybe handbags will be cheaper. Who knows?
All right, so now that we've hit on what we're here for, how about we talk about the news a little bit, Jimmy?
Let's get into those headlines.
All right, so Lunchbox, what we got going on in the world?
All right, first story. Out of Lakeland, Florida, a mother is upset after her 11-year-old son was kicked out of school, suspended, and arrested for not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Seems like a Florida thing.
Very Florida. So I read a little bit about this, Jimmy, and the one thing that I realized is he's from a gifted school where they want you to put your opinions out there in the world. They want you to speak. They want you to be knowledgeable about everything, and they encourage you having your opinion. And then a substitute teacher was there that day, and he said, I'm not going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance because I believe it's racist. Fair enough. She did not realize that the school operated that way and said, you're going to stand. He said, no. And then he became civilly unruly. Like, he was like, I'm just not going to do that. Like, go fuck yourself. And she sent him down to the principal's office, and he was unruly there, and then they arrested him later.
Okay.
So, thoughts?
How old was this kid?
11.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of proud of an 11-year-old for taking a stand like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially in a school where you're gifted educationally, and you're encouraged to have those opinions, and they go, hey, man, that's one opinion you can't have. And he goes, but wait a second, I'm supposed to have this opinion. And then some person who's not involved with the school goes, fuck your opinion, do as I say.
Yeah.
Not to mention, first of all, let's try to refrain from putting 11-year-olds in handcuffs.
Thank you.
Unless they killed somebody, let's refrain from that.
If we're playing cops and robbers, you got your handcuffs at a Dollar General. We'll figure that out.
Right.
Really locking down the wrist with steel's a bunch.
I mean, he wasn't, as far as it sounds, he wasn't harmful at all. He wasn't physical at all. And now we're arresting this kid for having an opinion?
Yeah, he was just being like, and the school has since banned that substitute teacher from coming back. But the arrest is still on the record, and that's the thing the mom is upset about.
On the record still?
Yeah, the kid was arrested. Really? It goes on your record right away.
Yeah, it'll be there.
And the mom's mad about the idea that he goes to a gifted school, and he's supposed to be like hopefully getting into more academic scholarships and stuff like that. Higher end colleges is his goal, and he has an arrest record at 11 years old for some sort of disorderly conduct kind of thing. I believe it was. And I think that is...
Which, if we look at that, I'm sure it'll be exonerated.
I'm hoping so.
More. But if we look at it on the other spin, say he grows up, super fucking smart, he's still gifted and everything, he grows up and he wants to go to Brown or Yale or Harvard, those schools are going to look at that and they're going to be like, all right, well, what was this for? And he was like, well, at 11, I thought this shit was racist, so I didn't stand. I voiced my opinion. That's pretty honorable.
Yeah, it's just the idea of like... in
the general sphere of things, it is fucked up.
Yeah, because you're seeing a kid that you encourage to act the way they do.
An 11-year-old.
An 11-year-old. You're shackling an 11-year-old for going, I just don't want to stand for that.
The way I look at it, the mom's probably paying a shitload for that kid to be at a gifted school.
For sure.
You're a substitute teacher at that school. You probably need to realize those kids are smarter than you right off the rip. And that kid... Had it been me, I probably would have told her to shut her cunt mouth.
Well, that's why you didn't go to the gifted school.
Yeah.
How about from now on we just have that substitute teacher substitute in public schools where none of those kids give a shit about her.
Yeah.
They probably were just like, yeah, we're going to stand, so you shut the fuck up.
Right, they're over there like, I hope
they don't even know how to spell allegiance.
I hope you send me to the principal's office because I'm just going to walk out the door.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the principal's office. I'm just going to leave.
It's like the only reason going to the principal's office in public school sucks is you can't get your weed by 8th period. That's basically it.
That's terrible.
That's a shitty little headline. But what's the next one we got, Lunchbox?
Man spinning gun on fingers shoots self in stomach at daughter's birthday party.
Hey, Quick Draw McGraw, how you doing?
A Texas man was rushed to the hospital.
Exactly where it should be.
After he accidentally shot himself in the stomach while spinning a gun at his daughter's birthday party.
If anybody should be arrested, it is
this man. This man.
Why do you have a gun out spinning it at a birthday party for your daughter? Why was it loaded? Why was the safety off?
He's like, hey kids, want to see a cool trick?
Right. We didn't get the clown, but I got a full 45. You know, I can spin it. It's pretty cool.
He's like, you know what happened is I actually went to the bakery downtown and I got the deluxe sheet cake. I got the marble. And when you buy that, they just hand you a handgun. They just give it to you. They just give you a Glock.
They just give them away down there.
And then they're like, you know, it's lightweight, right? It's lightweight. You can spin it. And he's like, wait, I can spin it.
I cut into the cake and there was a Glock inside the cake.
Surprise, surprise.
That's your birthday present. That's your birthday present right there. I know you're only 5 years old, but we started young.
It doesn't even matter.
Can I see that real quick? I'm just going to spin it around, try to put it back in the holster. And and then he shot himself in the stomach.
Shot himself right in the gut. You know it's a beer gut because it's all barbecue and beer down there too. So he's just spilling out Pabst Blue Ribbon and fucking Casey barbecue.
That's
sauce.
what he's bleeding out.
That's what I'm saying. Like right in his gut, right in his shit. It's just all liquor and crazy angst about Mexicans and the Alamo, and then fucking barbecue.
You know
sauce.
He shot himself in the stomach. He's like, you know what? If we had that wall, this would have never happened.
Yeah, the wall would have been right around my head.
This would have never happened. The bullet would have ricocheted off the wall and it wouldn't have gone right into me.
Dude shot himself like fucking immigrants. He was pissed.
You know what?
You know what?
If I had my job still, I would have never shot myself.
Had we won the Alamo.
What honestly kind of makes this even dumber to me? This was a 16-year-old daughter's birthday. Why are you doing cowboy tricks at a 16-year-old's birthday?
No, you know what happened? He just got the full 4K Clint Eastwood collection, and dude's like, quick draw, ba 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 ba, and then he just decided he's like, you kids want to see something funny? Go ahead and just like fucking watch me be awesome for a split second. I'm in Tombstone right now.
I will say, if he pulls it off, he is a hero. In Texas, if you spin a gun and put it away real quick, you're a hero. You're your hometown hero. Right
I didn't realize the offshoot of Django was shooting in fucking Texas.
Man,
oh, he's good.
It's great. I bet nobody at that party batted an eye.
No, they're probably like,
Dad did it again.
Yeah, like the 16-year-old girl's like, Ma. Dad's drunk again.
Dad shot himself.
And they're hollow points this time, so we got to get to the hospital.
Dad, you really had to try that on my birthday? You've been trying it all weekend and get it once.
Well, he's like, you're only 16. When you're 18, we'll figure something else out. I'll shoot that.
If it was your 18th birthday, I'd give you a 12 gauge.
If it was your 18th birthday, there'd be no guest. Anyway, so speaking of Texas and incest and guns, where are we hitting in the world?
Hey, daughter, sister, aunt, you want to see this cool trick I just did with my gun? Now, what in tarnation?
What in tarnations? Jesus fucking
Christ, how dumb do you have to be? It was lucky we did not give him the worst of the week.
I know, dude. Only because we have the worst one. He's damn near close. Like, it's her sweet 16. They want a car, they want a dress, or a little dance. He's like, hell yeah, I got a gun show. Let's do this.
Yeah. And you know he flexed before both. He was like,
for sure.
Kaboom, here we go. Let's
kaboom, kaboom. That's how that went.
Because that's what I was saying, though. Yeah. Like, if it was a 9-year-old's birthday party, I understand you trying to do cowboy trick.
Wait, what?
But they're 16.
Wait, what? You think the younger they are, the more guns?
Because they're good. No, not at all.
The safety's off and you got a fucking Glock on your forefinger doing the Macarena.
Lunchbox is over here. Hey, if she would have been 9, I would have been all for it.
I'm not.
An accident, but she's.
I'm not saying I'm for it.
Acceptable.
I'm saying, like, if it was a 9-year-old's birthday party, I would understand, like, They want to see a cowboy trick.
Bro, you're talking about this like if it's at a 9-year-old's birthday party, the dude doing gun tricks at a 16-year-old's like the magician at a 9-year-old's birthday party.
Pretty much, yeah.
What I'm envisioning in my head right now is this guy. He sees one of his daughter's little friends, and he's like, I bet she would like to see one of my guns. And he's like, hey, you want to come here and see one of my guns? He was trying to impress one of her friends, probably, and just like, you just spin it a little, and yeah, he shot himself right in the stomach.
Well, thank God he ate all that barbecue because he had his stomach instead of his dick. You know what I mean? You get a dick shot with a hollow point, never a good day. You can't fuck freedom up more with a fucking hole in your dick.
America.
All right, so we're going to the next headline.
We already have holes in our dicks.
Jussie Smollett's bond set at $100,000. Judge calls charges despicable.
Agreeable.
Fair.
I mean, the prosecutors say Jussie Smollett paid 2 men, including a close friend, who worked alongside him on Empire, to help him stage a fake attack he later framed as racist and a homophobic hate crime.
So let's just dive a little deep into what happened before the arrest.
This man cried on camera.
This man, not only cried on camera about how it's despicable to live in a country where this still exists, he went on a PR tour. And he went and he did one concert. And then he's like, this happens to you, right? You got to do what you need to do, and you got to do what I did. I fought the fuck back.
Yeah.
And then everyone starts clapping for him, like, okay, because at the time we didn't realize this was mad fraudulent. Now, my favorite part of that whole experience was he goes, I'm the gay Tupac.
Gay Tupac, yeah.
Excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir.
This is the type of shit that takes all credibility away from your cause.
Victimization. Yes, thank you.
Idiot.
Hands down.
Like
it happens anywhere. It happens literally. If you falsely accuse somebody of rape, it takes away from your fucking cause.
Exactly.
If you're an extreme feminist, it takes away from your actual fucking cause. If you do this, it takes away from your fucking cause.
He's trying to make a stance about like what it's like to be a black gay man in America.
Not to mention, we already know it's not easy.
It's not easy.
I
think we addressed this last episode. It's tough for a person to be African American and black at the same time. We didn't
need another situation come up to be like, you know what, this is really bad. Because we know it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
And one of the bigger things for me is he had a bunch of other celebrities like rally around him. They supported him.
Yeah.
And what though? Why? What was his gain from this? What was your end game?
I don't know, but I do think it is getting handled properly.
Oh, 100%. Like you're gonna. I'm sorry, Chicago.
Yeah.
You're gonna beat the police department.
Possibly gonna go to jail.
No, he's facing 3 years for a felony.
Yeah, which he should.
Which he should, obviously, because you wasted time. You made this huge PR campaign. You did all these things, and you lied. And the funniest part is the people you staged this with were on Empire. They were cohorts of yours. They were friends, acquaintances, and they rolled on you immediately.
Oh yeah, they cut him from the show.
They were like, we think you guys had something to do with this, and those guys were like, yeah, he fucking paid us $3,500 a piece to do this, and they even choreographed it, but the camera was at a different angle, so they didn't catch because he did it outside of a Subway close to his building because Subway was open 24 hours, and there's a north camera on the traffic light that was supposed to hit him, but it was turned south at that time, or vice versa, but. What are you gaining?
It's just straight ignorance.
I heard that he was supposed to be written off of the show Empire, and so he was
cut him completely.
Well, now they did. Yeah. Now they did, but prior to that was the allegation is he did this as a PR stunt move because he was getting written off of Empire, and the guy who runs Empire said we had no intention of writing him off. Like there's gonna be a story arc for him, but we had no intention. And then as soon as this broke. They fired the fuck out of him. Yeah. As they rightfully should have.
Yeah. The whys and wheres are completely irrelevant to what's going to happen and what actually did happen because it's just straight ignorance. I don't know why you have to go about doing this.
Why try to you're freaking you're bringing something up that doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, because it already exists.
Exactly. So we don't need
something. You actually put yourself in harm's way for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's no gain from this for him.
If you have not power, but if you have, if you're a higher up person in society, then people are going to follow you already. Mm-hmm. If you start something, but you don't have to falsely
create a crime. Essentially, he created a hate crime because, I don't think a lot of people understand. It's like the difference between crime and hate crime is what's a hate crime? Like it's mad egregious. It's over the top. They're going to prosecute you to the fullest. So when they were looking for the people who assaulted him, they were looking for some of the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
And you lie. You created a false narrative that didn't need to exist. All you could have said was, no one understands how hard it is to be gay and black in America.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say.
But now we're
Because it's hard to be both.
And he deserves absolutely
every bit of shade getting thrown his way. Fuck that. Like, don't make it harder than it has to be for the people who actually give a shit. You know?
Fair.
So, I mean, that's where I stand on that. Fuck you, Jussie?
Jeff. It's like Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, Jussie Smollett. He's got a hot sister, though. He's got a hot sister. She's on the Cosby Show once. Okay. So, what else is happening? What's happening, my guy?
Okay. We got a power lifter lifting a 2-ton SUV off a man trapped underneath it.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking here for that because, like, that was...
Oh, yeah.
I knew, especially you, Swoley Oli Oli.
I love it.
You were going to love it. I mean, you got fucking Jim Rat over here just jerking himself off while he's doing curls.
I slow tug it.
Yeah, I know you slow tug it to squats. Like, it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
His Instagram is just full of super jack dudes that are bronze.
Oh, yeah. If my private browsing history actually came up, it would just be a whole lot of...
A lot of dudes grunting, lifting weights, and you tugging.
Oh, anything over 800 pounds, I'm feeling some type of
2 tons, though.
Yeah.
I applaud that man.
Absolutely.
Like, that whole response, you know, that whole fear response where they say, like, your adrenaline kicks in, and you never really think you can do certain things in certain areas, but he saw someone in peril, which he didn't even have to help at all.
Right.
And he walks up and he goes, dude, I lift weights.
It's
and then
like, I want to know how much adrenaline actually kicked in, or if he was like, I can do that. I can do that.
I thought this is what went through his mind. He was like, dude, I have a max right now. Like, dude, this could be a PR for me.
Yeah.
He just walks up and he's like, dude, 2 tons? Fucking get after it. And then just goes over there and he's like, lift it. And then fucking they're like, oh my God. And he's like, not only my hero, but dude, put that on the fucking stats.
He doesn't even care about the guy. He gets it all the way up to the top, locks it out, just drops it back down on the guy. Like, I fucking got it. I got it. You guys see that? That's my PR right there. Car.
It's super disingenuous, but hilarious. If he just literally was like, what is that, a Camry? Got it. Pull him out. You didn't have enough time. I only got 4 to 5 seconds, guys.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
It was a
Jeep Cherokee.
Holy shit. He lifted half a Jeep Cherokee.
It says...
Wait, a Jeep Cherokee?
There's some quotes.
How'd you get caught under a Jeep Cherokee?
They roll. The roll hazards. Jeeps are roll hazards.
All right. It says here he noticed an SUV flipped upside down. He rushed towards the wreckage. He said he saw the man begging for help trapped underneath. Belcher is 350 pounds, can deadlift over 800. He recalled thinking, this is where I need to be. All the training I've been through, this is the time where it's really going to pay off. But the Jeep Cherokee he was about to try and lift weighed roughly 2 tons.
I didn't know the mountain from Game of Thrones was walking around saving lives.
No. I just saw a video of the mountain the other day, and it was a video of him deadlifting like 1,100 pounds.
Okay, so the mountain's cousin.
No, the mountain would have been like, oh, is that a semi? Let me get that off you real quick. We're good.
But regardless,
this is still impressive.
This dude just like shows up. He's like, dude, you know what? I'll handle it. He just oh my God, I'm so scared. Help me, please. He's like, don't worry.
You're good, bro.
He's like, bro, I've had a membership for like 9 years.
Imagine he goes over there. He's just like, does anybody have a belt? Does anybody have a belt? Someone just throws him a lifting belt. He's like, all right, we're good.
No, they barely even did that. They just took the back of a fucking Camry and just wrapped it around his back because it's just going to be way more supportive than a belt. But what do you think his pre-workout is?
I
think he just eats other men before he works out. He's just like, you know what, dude? Give me all the testosterone I can handle.
Probably just mixing creatine and cocaine and snorting it right there.
I would only hope that was what was happening. His protein shakes are just, he's eating horse meat. He's just figuring it out.
Right. He just brings a horse with him and takes a bite off whenever he's
and the horse is so respectable though. It's like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm gonna let this happen. I could buck you off, never will.
But he's doing like shoulder presses with it, and then he just looks up,
just
takes
eating the stomach out. That's fucking weird.
Going. He's like, yeah, it's a drop set. It's a fucking drop set.
It's a drop set. That's such a douchey term. That's why you wear a fucking stringer or a logo.
I hate you.
I hate me too.
I know. Look at our logo.
I know. Anyway, so news is basically motherfucker can lift, and if you're ever gonna flip your car, do it around that guy.
Or be big. You know, if you flip your car, be big. You could leg press it off yourself instead of having someone to come help you.
Glasses half full in some places.
I don't know how. I mean,
I advocate both sides of that argument.
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know some people that we worked with who, wouldn't have been able to do that.
I know everyone we work with.
Well, I'm just like, one person, they're pretty big, but, skips leg day and definitely wouldn't be able to get a car out for somebody.
So much shade.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. But when they eat like 900 grams of protein and they just kind of just preacher curl.
If they were under the car, they might be able to push it off of them, but they're not getting it with their legs. That's for sure.
I mean, for sure they could. Continue to the next story. That's what we could do.
James with all this shade.
A lot of shade. He got one berry shady in him. And
I had to throw that in there.
He had to do it. He had to throw shade. Oh, so what's the next news story, buddy?
All right. This one broke a few hours ago.
Yeah.
New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft charged with soliciting prostitution and human trafficking probe.
Okay, so the first part's reasonable. The second part, the human trafficking, little much, Robert Kraft.
I'm going to leave the human trafficking out just because we don't know where that comes from. If you buy a prostitute, though, she could be in human trafficking without your knowledge.
Let me give you them.
Okay.
Let me give you these
Lunchbox
4 bullet points here. They got.
Ooh, he's got 4 of them, not 3, but 4.
The owner of the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots accused of soliciting prostitution at a spa in Florida. Surveillance video shows him receiving sexual services. The 77-year-old billionaire is among more than 24 people accused in a police sting as part of a human trafficking probe. He's also a friend of Donald Trump, who last month he said the administration's efforts to eradicate human trafficking are doing great.
Build the wall to keep them in, right?
Yes, reach for it. Yes. Build the wall, keep them in. We
have all the ones we need.
I'm going to preface this by saying, the Patriots are the greatest Super Bowl champions of all time. And I love Kraft macaroni and cheese. I like it with ketchup. I like it with fried chicken.
Mr. President.
Yes. Only one question, please.
He doesn't own Kraft macaroni and cheese.
It's spelled the same way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's fair for you.
Oh, Jesus, man. He couldn't have just kept to deflating footballs, huh?
Yeah, that would have been a lot easier. Microwaving at halftime.
He's got to deflate his somewhere.
Hey, how about you just, all those girls you wanted to kiss and fuck, just kiss Tom Brady a little bit more.
Just kiss him on the lips.
Yeah, well, they did. We saw it at the Super Bowl. They kissed right in the mouth. Hey, man, Belichick, we're like,
Oh, man. Yeah. What other organization except the Patriots? So
Robert Kraft is a 77-year-old billionaire. I'm unfamiliar with NFL very much. What's his empire? What's his thing? I thought he really owned Kraft because I'm an idiot.
I don't know. He might.
I'm almost positive. I looked it up. He does own Kraft.
I mean, it doesn't say here, but I can't remember off the top of my head because
we have an outsider guy. So I'm just gonna reach over across the wall. So yeah, because I don't know where his money comes from.
Okay, so wait. It says Kraft is the chairman and CEO of the Kraft Group, a private holding company that owns a variety of businesses, including the Patriots, which he bought in '94, and a paper manufacturing conglomerate.
And is maybe now selling in 2019.
Bail's real. He would be 77 years old in jail.
Oh, man.
You're tossing a lot of salads at that point. You're totally fucked up. You're so... And he's like the poster child for trying to make the NFL clean.
Yeah. Because
again, I'm not familiar with the NFL, but that's all I've ever heard. Is he always wants to keep it super clean. He's close with Grandel. Is that his name?
Goodell.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Grandel's someone I had to work with before. But yeah,
it's just I get so tired of the Patriots, and I know I'm apparently in a minority.
No, you just hate Tom Brady because he's from fucking.
I hate that whole fucking system.
Everybody does, except for anybody in Boston. Tom Brady to go though. Let's keep it real.
Tom Brady is.
Whatever.
Hands down.
I don't care. Bill Belichick can eat my dick. Where were you? Why couldn't you be this good of a coach when you were in Cleveland, you fat faggot?
Because he didn't have...
No.
Hey, bro. Watch the F word on Intalksication.
No, in all honesty...
Shit, we got to drop one F word every goddamn episode?
This is why we need an editor.
Yeah.
No, in all reality, I do semi-respect Belichick. You know why he dresses like a hobo? Because he wants to wear a suit and the NFL told him no. Because they want their coaches wearing the team logos and shit. And
the NFL is ridiculous.
So he was like, so I can coach my games in sweatpants and half a sweatshirt, but you're going to not let me wear a suit, which he could easily have their stupid logo put on the pocket or something.
Would you want to see Bill Belichick in a suit like that? Like he would
If
look
the dude
like
wants to wear a suit,
he would
let
look
him.
like the worst attorney in the area.
It doesn't matter now. It's already iconic what he wears. So.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
in all honesty, I don't. But to
At
me, it
least he
don't matter
wasn't,
if he wants to wear a suit.
prostitutes and-
Let him.
At least he wasn't part of possible human sex trafficking. I mean, we can caveat that.
Yeah.
So for you, but he's 77. I don't give him a pass at all.
No.
And he's made so much money. Like, dude, do you not understand what this could do to you?
Oh yeah. No.
Like we heard that. What was the dude? The Clippers owner,
Ballmer?
Sterling.
Oh, Sterling, yeah.
He
I was thinking of
he just referenced the fact that he didn't want his wife or his mistress to publicize the fact that she's sleeping with African Americans, which comes off slightly racist.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesus Christ. I
Trying to
didn't hear
soften
about
it, trying to
that.
soften
But
it.
holy shit.
Yeah. So, but he's like, fuck them, just don't take pictures with them, which is really weird and egregious. But this guy is part of an ongoing thing that we're trying to mitigate out of this country. It's sex trafficking. Like, you're labeled into it. Did you not think this was going to, like, go crazy off the rails?
Especially as the owner of the Patriots.
Yeah, the owner of the Super Bowl winning Patriots, like
Not even
a
Super Bowl
dynasty.
winning, but you guys are notoriously known for possibly
And controversy.
just having so much controversy surrounding you. And now you just
And then he's like, dude, you know what? Deflategate. Not worried about it.
You know what, guys? Deflategate, all that stuff. I'll get it off our minds right now.
Right quick and in a hurry. Where you from? Doesn't matter. You're staying. Jesus.
That'll be a
Christ.
fun one to keep tabs on.
I think as it goes on, like he's definitely gonna get ostracized and everything. So
As of right now, apparently he is not in custody.
He's
But
probably
there,
fighting it.
but there is an arrest warrant to be being issued with charging him with 2 counts of soliciting. Many of these women were brought here from China. If that makes a difference to
I
anybody.
know a guy.
I said a wall for Mexico, not China.
I put tariffs there for a reason. Okay, I promise you.
We limit the import-export.
I promise you so much. The trafficking be huge. But yeah, so Robert Kraft is in charge of Kraft Foods. He is part of that, and also Heinz.
Nice guess. I didn't
I'm
know
going to
that.
continue.
No, I didn't guess. We had an outside source.
Wait.
Give us some information.
So that, oh god,
Kraft mac and cheese.
that's super weird.
Dude, especially the shapes.
Oh,
The shapes
yeah.
are dope.
We're
They grab the
continuing
cheese.
that. I don't care.
They grab the cheese really well.
I'm not.
Yeah. Fuck the elbow macaroni, but you give me some
And
shapes.
Heinz,
Ketchup.
the top ketchup of
Winning.
all ketchups.
Winning.
You can't fucking.
If I come to a barbecue and you hand me fucking anything other than Heinz
I'm
condiments,
leaving.
I want to leave and I want your house to catch fire later on.
The only you can save it if you have
Fair.
stadium mustard. Other than that, I'm out.
Other than that, yeah, true.
Goodbye.
Sure, but if you're going to say you must brats, we have to have brats.
Heinz are nothing. What you're paying like what 80 cents
Yeah,
more for
80 cents.
Heinz?
Hey,
Jesus
great
Christ.
value.
Just
Eat a greater dick.
Yeah.
How about that?
just get the Heinz.
Just get the
God damn it.
Heinz, dude. Heinz 57.
See,
But
okay,
don't solicit prostitutes.
Yeah, never sex traffic people because that is wrong.
Right.
but here's a thing that's weird to me. Maybe for you now too, if I bring this up.
This is
If he
It's gonna be
owns
interesting.
this guy owns Kraft, he owns Heinz, right? So he's owning the Patriots and paying the Steelers to sponsor their stadium. They still call it Heinz Field.
yeah.
I think that that's a little bit different because Heinz is actually affiliated with somebody else. He's a partner in Heinz. He's not the owner of Heinz.
It's like
Still kind of weird though.
Yeah, it is a little weird, but
just means he has
either
money.
way, he still had the Patriots winning. So
Hashtag.
you just leave that alone. Like you have a rapeless burger over there. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, now we have.
Now we have a real rapist. So yeah, fuck that guy and the Patriots, as we've clearly stated. Dave, hit us with a next topic, please.
All right, guys. Do you want worst of the week or best
Always
of the week
worst.
first?
Always worst. We want a palate cleanser at the end.
All right. This will be the worst of the news of the week. Baby with umbilical cord still attached found in the middle of a California road. Police are searching for the mother of a newborn girl who was found in the middle of a rural California road with her umbilical cord still attached near freezing temperatures.
In California?
Well,
Yeah.
they're going through some shit.
I mean, it could be up closer to the north part.
California.
They do get snow in parts of
Is
California.
it 45? It's like freezing over here.
Yeah, essentially.
Anyway.
Continue.
Sheriff's officials say a man walking around 4:30 a.m. was approached by a woman in a white SUV who asked him to take the baby. He refused and suggests she take the newborn to a fire station or hospital.
Fair.
That's terrifying. If someone walks up on me and they're like, hey, I need you to take this baby, and the umbilical cord is still there, I'm like, I have a lot of questions, ma'am. Well, I'm calling 911 immediately.
Yeah, he did reference the fire station. He tried to. I guess he put his best foot forward. Anyway,
kind of a shitty person though.
We'll talk about that in a second. Let Dave get to this.
A newspaper carrier found the baby a short time after 4:30 a.m. Wrapped in a blanket, he called 911. It was very fortunate the child was discovered by the newspaper delivery person before she was seriously injured or even possibly killed, the sheriff said. The child was taken to the hospital and is in good health.
Thankfully.
And they say that's because she was discovered so quickly after all of these weird, like, here, take my baby incidents happen.
I don't know how to approach this other than fucking fuck you, anonymous lady. How about that? Dude, like, Jesus. Who? Umbilical cord still attached. Again, Jimmy, you don't have?
I don't have children.
I do, so I've cut 2 umbilical cords. It's pretty easy.
I cut a ribbon once.
Yeah, well, you didn't win much.
No.
Yeah. So you didn't open. Don't care. But to think that this lady approached a gentleman, and we're going to talk about what you were just saying, kind of shitty on that guy who's like, hey, take it to a fire station or a hospital.
Yeah, I can't take it. I got
shit to do. Like,
The Walking Dead is on. Do you expect me to leave right now?
Dude, do you realize, like, Roller Grill's on sale from 5 to 7?
Jesus
I have fucking
Christ.
things to do.
I just got groceries. I got to put the milk away or it's going to go bad.
He's like, my ice cream's going to melt, dude. Like, my Rocky Road.
Ice cream? Do you understand it? It's a dairy product. It goes bad. It melts.
Yeah, it's never good.
Once it refreezes, it just gets icy. It's bad.
Yeah, no, dude, freeze it.
Take that, baby.
Yeah.
This guy obviously did not have his thinking hat on. Because
no.
Which, in his defense, he was probably caught really off guard by someone like, take this baby. And you're like,
you just take the baby, huh?
Because
take the baby.
Take the baby.
In all honesty, if a woman walked up to me and was like, will you take my baby? I immediately am going to assume something bad's going to happen if I don't.
Absolutely.
But the fact...
Jesus Christ, what a piece of shit. Do you know how many resources there are out there?
To get your... Like, if you're going to birth a baby, go to the hospital and be like, I'm not taking it home.
This isn't...
You just have to say, I'm not taking it home. They're like, you don't want to take it home? They're like, no, I want to leave.
This isn't like the 30s. You don't just have a baby, put it on someone's doorstep, ring the doorbell, run away. This is how that works.
Oliver Twist. What the fuck, dude?
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing with your life?
There's so many things.
Like, you're treating this baby like a newspaper. Like, I'm just going to leave it on a doorstep. We're going to hope for the best.
Yeah.
It might get really, like, soft and hard to grab in the morning.
Honest to God.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
What a terrible fucking person.
But I'm also still going to call the guy out a little bit.
Oh,
Be a better dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's why I put this as the worst of the week. Is because, like,
there's so many facets of it.
There were so many aspects. She could have done better. This dude could have done better. And he was like,
do better.
He's just like, dude, Baskin Robbins, I'm busy. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then to leave it on the road. You didn't even off to the side it.
Oh, yeah.
You were hoping something possibly super negative could have happened to that child along the way.
Oh, yeah.
This lady has to be found.
Yes, and prosecuted for attempted murder.
That's what you can DNA test from the baby. So,
well, I mean, but only if they're in the system.
That's true. I feel like anybody who's willing to leave their baby on the road is probably in the system.
No way.
I don't know.
No way, dude. I'm an upstanding father, and I'm in the system.
Yeah.
Because I took a DNA test.
Yeah, now think about how shitty of a person you have to be to leave a baby on the road.
But you're not going to be in the system.
I bet she's done some other stupid shit in her life.
You're not always DNA tested for every crime. That's the only caveat. I mean, you make a good point, though. I mean, I'm sure she has a rap sheet. I'm sure she has. Yeah. She's definitely a drug addict or an illegal.
Oh, hands down.
I hope there's always...
And I said illegal, and I'm not saying in a mean way. I'm just saying in general. Like, she's probably didn't have the appropriate resources to take care of it, or she's the craziest fucking shitty American that we've met in a long time.
I hope wherever she is, there's always at least 3 feet of snow in her driveway, unplowed.
Did you just wish lake effect snow
no,
on a person who lives in California?
I wish for the most unfortunate things to continuously.
Dude, I hope she has to take a shit to the point where she's prairie dogging, and it's the longest red light of her life.
I hope she wins the lottery, like the Mega Millions, and then loses her ticket. I hope she loses.
I hope
right there.
I hope she stubs 4 toes at the same time 78 times a day.
I hope every morning she wakes up and constantly steps on one tack that was in her carpet that she didn't realize.
I hope she constantly has to sneeze but can't get it out.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
I hope she's continuously plagued by the thought of having to pee, but when she goes, she can't.
I hope that every time she has sex, she can never achieve a climax.
I hope she never has sex again.
Well, we all hope that. We all hope that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Fuck you, you piece of shit woman.
Horrible human being.
And anyone else who leaves their child anywhere for any reason.
You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you.
Any reason. Unless they can take care of themselves, you are a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like, for sure, if we could find the worst object, I want to beat her to death with a 7-foot dildo. That's what I want to do. She deserves it.
7 foot?
Yeah, well, because, I mean, like, in perspective to the length of an umbilical cord.
It's pretty long. Dildo?
We can find one. We can Amazon it. I'll figure it out, dude. I have Prime. I'll buy it right now. Despite this woman.
But
I mean, I'm in for that.
No, but I really hope all the worst things could ever happen to this woman. I hope that she gets a drink out of a drive-thru and she asks for Coke and it's diet.
I've got nothing on that one.
I hope they just always have Pepsi when she asks for Coke.
100%. I hope it's RC Cola. Fuck them.
RC Cola. Yeah. Diet Dr. Thunder? Is that what you want?
Yeah. And they just put it in specifically for her. like everything she goes to press.
They just have a 2-liter on hand.
Yeah, it's just like every time she goes to press the drink machine to get a different soda, it's just Diet Dr. Thunder the whole time. And it's
no matter what, if she goes in for Sprite, Diet Dr.
It's not, yeah, exactly. And it's not even coming out of the nozzle. It's just one asshole, really big dude. Every time she goes, he just goes, no. Puts a hand out and just dumps it in there.
I hope she gets trapped under a Jeep Cherokee but has no weightlifter around.
Yeah. I hope Mr. Swolioli's never around. For sure.
Never.
For sure.
And I hope if he is, he's like, you don't look like a good person.
Yeah.
I just did legs yesterday. I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. God damn it. I hope
you and your exercising shit kills me.
Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, that's the worst piece of shit we've heard of.
Dave, can you enlighten us a little bit?
What's the best thing that happened this week so far?
Is there anything that's good?
Of noteworthy.
Is there anything in the world that's good?
All right, fellas. The parents locked their baby and keys in a car.
It's a bad start.
Never good.
And they needed the help of inmates to break in.
Hell yes.
Fuck yeah, use your skill sets, guys.
Inmates in Florida.
Jesus.
God damn it, of course it's Florida.
God, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, before we say that, I just want to say that every arrest and every crazy thing in Florida is personal record. So that's why a lot of crazy shit comes out of Florida.
Yeah, it's all open. It's public record. It's not personal record, it's public record.
Yeah, public record. Not all states have public record for everything. Mm-hmm. So anything that happens in Florida is...
We find out.
They're still fucking crazy, though.
Panhandle behavior.
Okay, so we've got the inmates in Florida stood outside a blue SUV, slipped a straightened coat hanger wire down the driver's side door.
My man.
They didn't even know there was a kid in there.
My man. They're like, dude, I hope they got a pack of Newports and a couple bucks for commissary.
They were like, Dad, we just got out of prison. We need a car.
We've been drinking toilet wine for 6 months. If we get a 40, it'd be great.
Wearing their gray and white striped uniforms, they worked on it for several minutes late last week outside a courthouse in Newport Richey.
Were these escapees?
No. They worked the land down in Florida.
Yeah, they still have like
they chain gang basically, yeah.
So the child's mother, Shadow Landry.
What the fuck? Let's hold up. Let's not pass that up real quick.
Shadow Landry? Is that what I heard? Is that correct?
Shadow Landry? Is she a fucking dog?
She should have shadowed better parents. She should have done.
Shadow Landry.
She's in a courthouse like her kid in the car.
If the sun's not out, is she around?
Yeah.
Or
no, she's still there. She's available.
This gets better. This gets better. Okay. I got that far. The inmates who were on a nearby work crew pried open the door to free her daughter. The child is 1-year-old. Landry said in the video that the toddler named Dallas, so you got Dallas Landry.
Dallas and Shadow.
Had started crying, so she asked her partner to take her out to the car. Put her in the car seat, strapped her in, he tossed the keys on the front seat like a dipshit. Adding that when he tried to open the driver's side door, he realized all the doors were locked but she was in there for maybe 5 minutes.
In the nice Florida humidity.
Yeah. Studies have shown that cars parked in the shade can reach nearly 100 degrees within an hour.
Oh my God.
116 in the sun.
Okay.
And the situation becomes dire when a person's body temperature hits 104. They can't cool down. So basically, this kid was. 5 minutes is whatever, but
yeah,
that kid was seriously fucked there for a couple minutes.
And as a 1-year-old, this could very easily go on worst of the week for that father, that fucking dipshit.
It could. I mean, these.
But hey, inmates, man.
How happy? How was she the only person ever to be happy to see a chain gang? Like right there, and like, hey, come get my 1-year-old out of the car because my boyfriend or even girlfriend, it said partner, is a dipshit.
Right?
How do you not pay attention to whether your doors are locked or make sure you keep your keys in your pocket?
How did the chain gang have the tools to be able to break into this car, though?
It does not say where the coat hanger came from.
That's a really handy thing to have right off top. Almost as if they were trying to escape.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a car that the coat hanger would usually be useful for, like an older car. They were just sitting there jabbing it at a electric lock, trying to get it to pop open.
I do feel like, though, in the future, if they're eligible for parole and they can get out, they need to put that on their resume.
That does need to be put in for them. Yeah,
that has to
I agree.
On a resume.
So, you said that was an electric lock?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an old school like Ford? It's like a shitty SUV?
No, it's like my car, man. They were just jabbing at the electric buttons to pop the lock.
Yeah.
Can I ask one quick question? Why wouldn't you just try to smash the window at that point? You're saving a life. Fuck the car's integrity.
I mean...
But I'm still happy as fuck.
I feel like they took that opportunity and were like, all right, well, this is what I'm in fucking jail for. Let me show you how useful it is.
Let me show what it's like to be educated in the penal system.
in all honesty, if it was the inmates... I feel like if it was the inmates that came up with the coat hanger, that was smart on their part.
Well, that's what the
because if they smash the fucking window, how do they tell themselves charges won't be brought on them for smashing that window?
Because if charges be brought on them, I guarantee you that judge is going to be like, you know what, this is ridiculous. We're not gonna allow this. There's no way.
Yeah, I think the judge would immediately toss that out.
Absolutely, you would have to.
You would have to because you're saving a life.
I mean, you would have to, but
exactly.
A 1-year-old.
I'm just saying, like, how fast could they get to that? You know, they might be looking at it and they're like, man, if I smash this fucking window, what if I get arrested while I'm on the chain gang?
I mean, it's still.
I mean, it looks bad, but there's no way. Either way, they got her out though, so skill set unparalleled.
Oh yeah, that was a great move.
Absolutely.
I don't think you get to say this very much, but props to the inmates.
Right, dude, like, you never really want to praise someone for being there, but in jail, but thank you for being where you were working.
Yeah. That's one prop to them for breaking into a car and saving a little girl, and the only other prop I can ever give to inmates is killing shittier inmates.
Right? Because, like legit jailhouse justice, I'm fucking here for it.
Absolutely.
All the way through.
Get your shit.
Get it, dude. Get it. Like, I got a life sentence.
You guys killed
Who's
Dahmer?
that guy?
Absolutely. You had to. They say you got off on a technicality and now you just have life because of a plea deal? No.
No, sir.
No.
Well, speaking of plea deals, you know what? I know we've done a lot of the news, but that 6ix9ine thing's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's hilarious. Homeboy just raps about being the biggest gangster on the planet. And then cops the best plea deal literally in human history.
Jesus
to
Christ.
Almost never go to jail
His
again.
lawyer's getting paid.
Paid.
Whew. Speaking of court stuff, touching on our very first episode, R. Kelly's been indicted in Chicago.
Yes, I was going to say we should do a follow-up.
10 counts of sexual misconduct.
13.
Nope, 10.
Okay.
10 counts of sexual misconduct.
So
other stuff, maybe. I'm not sure.
Also, shouts out to Chicago PD for the Jussie Smollett thing. Also, they got R. Kelly.
You guys are doing big things out there.
Doing big things. Can't figure out how to fix the South Side, but you got the rest under control.
R. Kelly to fucking prison, please. Send him to
please,
prison.
yeah.
His
throw
first court date is in March sometime. They are rolling right through it. They're just going into it. So hopefully,
it's like the second week of March, I believe. It's like somewhere around there. Like it's in the 10s or something like that. Yeah. Which, thank fucking God, that's actually happening. You're taking this monster away from everything.
Long time coming.
Well, did you hear about the fact that like they flew around where Sony's studio head is? They own all the rights to R. Kelly's music. Someone flew a banner on an airplane. You know, like the "I Love You" banners and shit. They flew like put R. Kelly in jail around that fucking the whole production studio.
That's awesome.
Which I mean, he rightfully deserves it.
Oh yeah.
Like at this point, like go fuck yourself.
Just had to touch on that.
Yeah, we had to touch back to the first episode.
I don't believe you can fly much longer, buddy.
No, not even close. I hope you can fly all the dicks in your mouth in fucking Block 9. You fucking asshole.
Bubba's gonna be bumping and grinding that butthole.
Yeah, dude. I hope so. I hope you're. I hope you're trapped in.
Oh god.
God damn, I can't even get through. All right. So, shouts out to Bubba. Shouts out to Bubba.
Oh, Jesus.
Over this past week, Jimmy, anything new for you as far as listening, watching, figuring that shit out?
Recommendations wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have anything, we'll start with you.
Well, I finally did. Dave recommended The Umbrella Academy. I started watching it.
Is it awful?
No, I really enjoy it. It's done really well.
Oh, it's great.
Good pacing. Everything's done nicely. The story's pretty interesting. It's like if you were to take you watch some of the shows. Like if you watch X-Men, kind of boiled it down to like Bruce Wayne taking over the X-Men. It's kind of cool. Other than that, I've also I purchased a video game that I enjoy called Jump Force. I think it's fun.
You act like nobody's heard of that.
I don't know who's listening, so I don't give a fuck. But I'm enjoying myself on that game. It's pretty fun. I don't really have much else other than I watched A Star Is Born, and I enjoy the soundtrack, so I've been listening to that. So, Dave, Lunchbox. Fuck off, dude. It's one movie. It's been nominated for a bunch of awards. Of course I checked it out.
I'm going to have to double down on The Umbrella Academy because I finished it and I enjoyed it immensely. I can't say enough good. I would say I've seen a lot of stuff Ellen Page has done, and I think this is in her top 3 best work. I haven't really been listening to anything new. I don't really play video games either. They're bringing back the Sandman universe. They're about 6 issues deep on 3 different books that connect to Sandman.
I'm sorry.
I'm big on that.
Just got really,
Other than that, I got nothing for you. Since, you're going to fart all over my Sandman reading, you son of a bitch.
That is what he does.
Yeah.
I guess I'm only going to have one recommendation every week, I think. And I think this week I'm going to recommend an album that I actually went back to listening to called November by Sir. He's signed to TDE, the same record label as like Schoolboy and Kendrick. Doug,
I'm right into the microphone right now.
You're a little bitch about music. But it's a really chill, super chill album. It's like R&B kind of, but I don't really know how to describe the sound. It's just chill music. It's really nice. And the whole thing all the way through is phenomenal. It's only 11 songs. It's a really quick listen, but it's been one of my favorites for like the past year. Huh?
So you got an hour to kill the gym. It's good.
No, you don't listen to that in the gym. That's not gym music, Doug. I know you don't go, so you wouldn't know.
Is that crying music?
But it's not. Huh?
Is it crying music?
That's not crying music either. It's like
it's just not like pump up music.
No, it's almost like a R&B / reggae, but not really reggae.
Oh, so you're super white because reggae is only for white people.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Doug. What about Jamaicans?
Nope.
No, it's not. That's super interesting.
So those are our recommendations, and
take them or don't. We don't fucking care. Don't take Lunchbox because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
If you take Lunchbox, that's cool. Not Umbrella Corp, because Doug said that too.
It's not Umbrella Corp. It's not Resident Evil. You assholes. Umbrella Academy.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! My bad. Umbrella Corp Academy. Whatever the fuck.
You just get mixed names together. He just doubles down on it.
Don't listen to Fat Dog.
You know what? I have nothing but respect for the lack of apology and the double down.
There is no apology.
Don't apologize for shit ever.
I don't.
Not once.
Ask Fat Dog over there.
No, I am Fat Dog. And given everything that we've said, I am Fat Dog. And who we got over there on the producing?
I've been Lunchbox.
And who's the man with a sweet tart ass?
You don't want to add anything else?
No, I gotta save it for the next one. Who? Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Anyway,
Jimmy H.
And this has been episode 2 of Intalksication. Thank you for listening. Watch the first video, but definitely download. It lets us know that you guys are listening and how many people are enjoying what we're doing. That way we can reach out, and you guys can reach out back to us, and maybe help us make it more.
Send in comments.
Yeah, comments.
If you guys send in comments, the whole 4 people that listen to this, it doesn't matter who you are.
17.
If you send in comments or you ask questions, we will take the best questions.
Oh, yeah, honestly, we do want to do a fan question segment. So if anybody is listening to this and they want to throw down on some fan questions, we will shout you out with your question and everything.
Good ones, though. Come up with good. Don't ask me what my favorite food is or something.
Yeah, that's
like that.
bullshit.
Way too intimate. I'm not trying to date you. I'm trying to ask a funny question.
Yeah,
Wait till
exactly.
next week.
But also, please.
If you want to date Lunchbox, if you want,
please date Lunchbox.
Yeah, he's single and he's ready to
single, ready to mingle. Yeah, ready to tear it up.
Him and that Colt 45.
Yeah, fucking killing it. But yeah, definitely. Please.
That's about the age you have to be to date Lunchbox nowadays.
Yeah, or 1911. We'll figure it out. But yeah, please download, share, tell your friends, and we appreciate all your listens. Before Lunchbox dies, this has been Intalksication episode 2, and we are just about out.